say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Let's talk about marriage.
They have like a 2-second rebound rate and you're back doing the next pain in the ass thing.
Parenting. Oh my gosh.
They have sucked the pretty right out of me. They treat me like it, and I do their laundry. Lucky me.
Sex.
I'm caught between two evils. I generally like to take the one I never tried.
Scary stuff like ghosts. I know it's totally out of left field, but just go with me on this.
Boo, you whore.
Love.
I give you what you need. That's all. I'm talking about taking care of each other the best you can. What's wrong with taking care of a woman? She takes care of you.
Friendships.
Wink and her necklace says best friends forever.
Make sure you want it to say forever. I don't think you guys will be best friends forever, no offense, but sometimes you grow apart. And maybe she'll find a new best friend. They end up doing everything together.
Okay, so we were just talking before we were recording. Ryan is at a different location, and so we are streaming and recording, and your background looks fake. It really does.
It looks like I'm in like
Bob
Vila's shop.
Yeah.
That's where it looks. It looks like it's an actual background of that. And the lighting, it looks even a little like that. Like this doesn't look like it's natural here versus there.
Can I ask you a stupid question?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ever scared down there?
Why would I be scared down here? I grew up down here.
Because, you know, people have passed that lived in that house.
People
Doesn't that freak you out?
Yeah, people that I've loved.
And a basement doesn't scare you in any, because I'm scared of the basement at work.
I'm literally, so I'm in my grandparents' house, which is now my mother's house.
Yeah.
And they built this house 70 years ago. I have an ungodly amount of memories here.
Yeah.
And I'm now downstairs, and he was a carpenter, and I'm downstairs in his shop where I spent hours and hours and hours building things with him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have great memories. I'm not like, this is, I don't nostalgic and
really, because I remember when my grandfather died, I didn't want to go in his shop anymore.
I love it. I'm looking at signs that he had up in his shop, and I'm just like, it makes me like really happy.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make me like sad and nostalgic. Like it makes me happy because I just had so many great times here.
Right.
And now I literally look like it's a Bob Vila shop.
It does. It looks like a picture.
It looks like a picture. Yeah. But no, this is where I am. It's the best. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay. Well, I have some exciting news for you that I've been.
We have a new pet.
Huh?
We have a new pet.
Oh my God. No, that's a quick story. What I really want to talk about will take a little more time. Here's what happened. I had an egg chair in my front. I don't want to go into it because it's probably not that interesting. And the other day I sat on it and I looked over and there were spider webs. Now I'm not big they don't freak me out that bad. I mean, do I like them? Not really. But do I get scared? No, I try to just push them out the door, you know. Anyway, today I go outside, it's raining. So I start taking the pillows off because I remembered the spider web. This spider was like a chihuahua. And what's crazy is I actually screamed. I didn't do my usual weird yell. I like screamed, which makes me sad because there were neighbors outside. Not one person has checked on me. And I'm like, you know how easy it would be to get murdered?
So scream is subjective. I'm not going to make you scream, but like, was it you walked in on a dead body scream?
Yes. It was like shock. It was like shock. Oh, wow. Scared mixed together.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I really want to talk about. I really want to talk about the fact that there is a podcast. I'm so mad at myself that I did not know that. And I should know by now because I feel like everyone in the world has a podcast. Okay. But I had no idea that Maury Povich has a podcast. Ryan, have you heard this?
I have not. And what would it be about?
Okay, well, he's a big golfer, always has been. Maury is one of my favorite people in the world. And I want to meet him before he dies. And for years, my mom and I were like, we're going to go to the Maury show. My mom calls it the baby daddy show. And so I'm like, we're going to do it. And then we never did. And then, of course, he retired. Maury is like 87 years old, if not older. I remember hearing his age and being floored because I think he looks great. Anyway, so his podcast is called On Par with Maury Povich.
So it's about golf?
It's about all different kinds of things. And I'm going to tell you what happened in one of his segments that I will be listening to. The TV psychic Sylvia Brown used to be on the Montel Williams show. And I mean, it was good. That was my favorite when she was on. It really was.
Okay.
So anyway, Montel went and he was being interviewed by Maury. And he defended Sylvia. Maury was like, you used to have a very famous psychic on your show. And he totally defended her.
Montel did?
And then he turned around and he said he doesn't even believe in psychics.
Montel.
Yeah, Montel said he doesn't even believe.
Defended the psychic and said he doesn't believe in psychics.
Yeah, he said Sylvia spent decades, like he is her ride or die, I feel like. Because he's like a politician, dude. Just be like, wow, Montel.
Yeah.
With this whole, because he knew she was full of shit. And I think of there, it's funny to look back on like clips where people are like, is my brother alive? And they're like, she's like, no, he's dead. And then they start crying. And I'm like, this bitch was fake the whole time. But this made me look at Montel Williams. Not that I look at him a lot, but made me look at him and think, you're such a shithead.
So in terms of like 90s, 2000s, I guess 10s even.
Yeah.
Daytime television show and talk show.
Okay.
How much space do you think that takes up in your head?
Me?
Because I don't think many people in the world have Maury Povich or Montel Williams or Sylvia Brown, or if that's her name,
On the algorithm?
and their algorithm or taking up any space in their head. I think that is a long gone, I'll never ever think about that person or space ever again. But for you, it sounds like it preoccupies a decent size of your day.
Well, listen, this is how Montel is going to try to defend Sylvia.
Oh, no. You're just going straight into the story. I'm saying it sounds like it takes up a lot of your day.
Well, no, I saw this and I have ranted for years about Sylvia Brown. She was the worst psychic in the world. And he kept having her on the show and like fucking people's lives up.
I have a question.
Take off a lot.
You said you've been ranting about Sylvia Brown. Have you been ranting to anyone else besides me about Sylvia Brown?
No, I've been waiting to tell
Okay, because I'm curious as you start ranting about Sylvia Brown, how many people, the percentage of people has got to be like 99 to 1, where there people go, huh? Who are you talking about? And then maybe one person in the world is like, I know, right? Sylvia.
And those are the people that I need to meet. And I need to make like a Facebook post because I see this sometimes where people are like, looking for some friends. And I've always thought that was really interesting, but
you're like, your habits, like your media digestion is, and what you like, I liken it to like indie music, right? Like indie music, there's like a band that's popular for like 75 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not mainstream. They're not popular. They're not, but those 75 people will ride or die, live with that band. Oh my God. Have you heard about Joe's Crab Nuts Shack? Whatever, this band that's whatever. And they're like, no, I've never heard of that. And they're like, they're the greatest band ever. That's you with like these things like Sylvia Brown. Who is that Crystal Gale? Like that.
Oh, the singer?
Yeah, the singer. You have these weird, like niche likes and music and TV that no one else I know in the history of the world has ever even mentioned.
But here's the deal. I liked things before liking them was cool or
my point is this. Yes, you like him before somebody else likes him. But my point is no one I've ever met and has ever brought up Sylvia Brown.
Really?
Ever.
Yeah, no one has with me either. So I don't know why I was just that shocked.
No one
But I wanna
in the
meet
history
one-
of the world has ever brought up Crystal Gale to me. But
Crystal
once-
Gale or Sylvia Brown?
Both of them. But once
shit,
a
you're
week,
right.
I will hear a story from you about them.
It's weird. Their stories never end. Anyway, I'll let it go. What I was saying is I need to get a Facebook friendship profile and just be like, here are the tags I'm into: Maury Povich, Montel Williams, Sylvia Brown. And then, like I can narrow it down based on that. Like if people are like, are those poets? I could be like, you're out of here. You're not welcome here. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I
Is
just
Sylvia
read
Brown
that.
a poet? Yeah.
Huh?
Is Sylvia Brown a poet?
I love it. I could see how people would think that is a thing. And you know what? You're talking about nostalgia. Did you see Chris Hansen, the new Chris Hansen movie?
Who's playing him?
Robert Pattinson.
I saw that. I saw that Robert Pattinson's playing Chris Hansen. Now, is there something I don't know about Chris Hansen and the pedophile chasing guy on TV?
Well, okay.
Is there like a story?
First of all, they are one and the same.
No. I know. That's
Pedophiles.
what I'm saying. But like, To Catch a Predator, that's what the show is, right?
Let me tell you.
But my ask is this. What about Catch a Predator needs a movie? Is it like the making of Catch a Predator that there's a story? Was there one individual instance that got really bad? Like, why do we need a movie about it? Because my point was To Catch a Predator was the same thing
Every
time.
week. And it was ruining so many people's lives.
Appropriately ruining.
Appropriately so. But what I'm saying is I think some of these, okay, let me see what it's around. Robert Pattinson plays Chris Hansen, which if you would have told me at one time this was a thing, I would have been like, no way. And he does it. The movie is set around the 2006 era as Hansen and the Dateline team turned the Predator Sting concept into a. So that's 2006 was when it was like really big. Well, what is it based on? What is the movie based on?
Because like Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson bioepic was really about, a majority of it was about like him breaking from Jackson 5 to become Michael Jackson solo. Like there's so much Michael Jackson story, but
No, it
really
can't
that's
be
what it was about.
If it's about going from Dateline to its own show, is that what you're saying?
I don't know. What's it about?
Okay, well, it's not simply a Chris Hansen biopic.
Okay.
I feel like it doesn't answer anything. It appears to be about the rise of To Catch a Predator and the increasingly uncomfortable line between journalism, law enforcement, justice, and entertainment. Because it's true. I mean, literally, he would bust these pedophiles and they take off on the run, and you'd see the SWAT team just they were like fishing in a barrel, So good. But I don't know what the movie's about. But then someone was telling me that there was someone who, okay, I'm going to look this up.
Because to get Robert Pattinson, I mean, wasn't he just in the Christopher Nolan movie Odyssey?
Oh, yeah. He's great.
But my point is like, that's not like a Hallmark actor.
Okay. So there's a backstory here.
Okay.
In November of 2006, it was at its height. Louis Bill Condrat Jr. was a 56-year-old assistant district attorney in Texas, and he had allegedly been communicating online with someone he thought was a 13-year-old boy. This is a bad dude, right? I'm not shocked he's in politics, though. Unlike the typical targets, he didn't go to the Sting house. So I bet that happened all the time where they'd set it up and be like, come to my house. And then they'll be like, what's your address? And they tell them the address, and then they don't. There's got to be people that just never show up. And this was one of them.
Do you remember? Sorry to interrupt this story, but do you remember that in that show, they'd have like a little girl or a little boy who would be in the back room, and or who would be like the voice? They would do.
They
a voice,
would have
wouldn't they?
a young, like 18-year-old or 19 around that age, but she was like a young. You know how some women look really young and they sound young.
Okay.
So they had to have an adult. They couldn't have like a 6-year-old there like, hey, did you
I know.
bring the
But it's okay. So they had someone. All I remember is a voice. They had a voice in the back room. Being
and they
like,
never showed the lady, but she
Yeah.
would be like, hi, do you want to, I made some lemonade. And the guys are always so gross.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it looks good.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck? But
Yeah.
this guy was looking for a boy. Anyway, Conrad. So after he didn't show up to Dateline, Dateline did all the digging and they got a solid case against this fucking guy. And so he didn't show up to Dateline, but that doesn't mean you're a pedophile off the loose. That just means you are now going to be arrested. And that's what happened. The FBI obtained warrants and went to his home. And as police entered the house, he shot himself. He died. He died at the hospital. The death caused enormous controversy over how closely Dateline was working with law enforcement and whether television considerations influenced the decision to confront him at home. I'll let you finish your typing.
Sorry. I was looking for something.
Anyway, this ends. Okay, so someone died, and you know what? If he's looking for 13-year-old boys, that's probably not a big loss to the world. And I hate to say that, but then I don't. But you know what? Here's the deal: if you're a pedophile, don't ever go to jail. Do not ever go to prison because you are fucked. So I'd probably die too. I mean, it's disgusting. What a disgusting human. But are you reading an email while I talk?
No, I'm reading about something else.
Okay.
So the Catch a Predator thing.
Yes, it's called Prime Time. That's what the movie's called.
Sure. Did you hear about the infamous Colorado congresswoman's son?
Oh my God. Lauren Boebert.
Old Bober.
What's the deal with the kid? I heard something about inappropriate photos of younger people where it would be against the law. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say.
Arrested on 5 felony counts, including child sexual exploitation, following an investigation in Colorado. That's what I was reading about.
That's awful. That's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Again, this kid's gonna go to jail. He's gonna go to prison. They don't mess around with that, as they should. As they shouldn't. I don't know which is the right one. Anyway, I'm very excited for that movie. When is it coming out? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be there. When does it come out? Okay, it comes out in September. So just next month.
Quick. Yeah.
Okay. I love it. What else did I want to tell you about? It's like one of those things where, okay. I wanted to get your take on this. So I was reading the New York Post, which I don't think this is legitimate at all. Like, is the Post, it seems really trashy. Is it like the New York Times is very smart and then the New York Post is like the stupid version of shit?
It's TMZ.
Okay. Well, so this is something that I saw in the New York Post, and it's under the sex and relationship category. It's a woman, and she writes an essay about how she lives in a home separate than her husband. They each have different homes 1 mile apart. She says this has made her marriage better than it's ever been before. What are your thoughts?
Isn't there like a famous actor that does something like that?
I don't know.
I swear to God, like there's an actress and a husband that did something like that for a little bit. Like I think it was like
was it
Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter? Am I making
Here's
that
the deal.
up?
I think celebrities can do this because they have the money to be like, I'm going to the penthouse in the city, to where normal people, it's like, fuck. Anyway, Marcella Hill, she decided that she posted a video on X. And she says that her unconventional setup with her husband has transformed their relationship. She has an apartment and he lives in the house, and they are like seeing each other, I guess, occasionally. I mean, this is where it's hard, because then don't you just fall into this pattern that you're used to?
What do you mean?
What are you doing, honey?
It's Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow
God, you were
and
looking that up?
Brad Falchuk have been married since September 18, began dating in 14, now live together, but previously lived separately while married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't she do that with Chris Martin, though, from Coldplay? It was like a situationship or something. She said something weird.
No, she said that one, when they divorced, was a conscious uncoupling.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay, so this Marcella lady, she says that it just kind of happened organically. And like you went to get an apartment organically. You can watch this video. Many people, she says, question, is this just the beginning of the end? Like, this is a bad, what are you doing? You can't not live with your spouse. But I think another thing is this is like on a much bigger level, but like sleeping in the same bedroom. Mm-hmm. Because we've talked about people before who have said the best, they sleep separately. They don't sleep in the same way. They don't. And so it's just nice.
What?
Your hair looks good. It's
what
just,
do you mean? Looks good?
Well, you keep looking over at the camera and then you're looking at your hair.
I took off my hat and my hair looks blonde.
Anyway, some people are saying it kind of looks like the beginning of the end for a relationship. But like I said, there are people who stay in different bedrooms who say that they sleep great. One likes a little light, one likes some fan, one likes complete pitch black with no noise. Then, maybe this situation would work. But how do you go from the bedroom to a whole house? I don't know. She says it's made their relationship really fiery.
I think I'm of the opinion that whatever works in a relationship for the both of you, and if it works for the both of you,
yeah,
and it doesn't hurt anybody else, do it. How about it?
I'm trying to see if is this like a claiming. The setup is known as living apart together. It's LAT. So if you meet someone who's LAT, that's what that means. I don't know if that's what that means.
Do you have an opinion on it?
But they have, I guess this has quietly become more common over the past few years.
Do you have an opinion on it?
Oh, do I have an opinion on it? I think the house is too much.
Why?
Well, shit. What do you mean, why?
I'm asking why. Why is it too much?
You don't think it would be a little excessive?
I think I would not like that for our relationship, but I'm asking about somebody else.
Oh, maybe. That's a hard one. But I do think there is something about not seeing each other all the time that's very nice, and so maybe there'd be that little bit of excitement. But if you have kids, that's a fucked up thing to do to the kids just because you want to keep it spicy. Be like, all right, you're at the apartment tonight.
Yeah, I think with kids, I think that family psychologists would probably say, not knowing, but probably say they needed the nuclear family option, like mom, dad living together as much as possible. Right?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. She says it's amazing. She says for years they tried to make the cohabitation work, but they just got mad at each other for like petty household disagreements. And that is kind of true.
Do they say they have kids?
Let me see.
I would say they don't.
I'm in a scan. She claims she spent more time at the gym. Oh, they can't be having children. Well, not the people who have kids.
I'm surprised that the New York Post didn't go into deep investigative journalism to see if they had kids or not.
I know. I'm like, is the New York? That's not like real, is it? And he's like, no. This is like.
No, it's real. It's real, but it's like salacious.
Yeah, but listen, they're talking to like other people. Wow. Okay.
Meaning they have multiple sources they're speaking to?
I don't know. These could all be made up people. Relationship therapy.
That doesn't happen in the media, Sade. That doesn't happen. People don't make up show prep at all.
She says the arrangement isn't a red flag. that this is like becoming more and more of a thing. She says, quote, her name's Mary McLaughlin, if I didn't say that. She says, quote, I've seen happy marriages where couples sleep in separate bedrooms and miserable marriages where couples sleep together.
Yeah. I mean, with divorce rate being what it is.
Wait,
Okay.
hang on. Wouldn't that be like a juxtaposition? I've seen happy marriages where couples sleep in separate bedrooms and are miserable.
Yeah, she's saying, no, I seen.
Oh, no, she's saying both of them. Oh, you're going to be miserable no matter what. Okay.
No, she's not saying that. She's saying.
I'm reading it loud and clear.
Yeah. I've seen happy marriages where they sleep apart, and I've seen miserable marriages where they sleep together. So that's not the variable you should be paying attention to.
Well, thank you, everybody, for listening to today's episode of the podcast.
We're done?
We're done. That was it.
I talked to you, and you just.
Hang on. Wait a second. Oh, shoot. I thought that 5 was an 8. We're not done.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what are you doing? And you just ended. You're just like, question, still talking.
I was literally on my computer, and I'm like, I need to call and make an eye appointment. I can't really watch TV at night anymore because my eyes, they feel like they're being really run through the ringer because I'm squinting so much to see what's going on. We get these daily prep emails for the show, and the guy, I don't know how to make it bigger, but the guy sent it in the font of like 5. And it's
I have a question for you. I have a question. Let's say you go to the optometrist.
Okay.
And they say, you're talking about emails that come through or the screen and whatnot. And you say your eyes are being put through the ringer.
Yeah.
And if they did a thing where they said, you need to spend less time on screens, your eyes are strained because of how much time you spend on screens, how seriously would you take that?
Am I going blind, or is it just,
Your eyes would be healthier if you were they were being strained by less screen time.
okay.
And they said that. They said, you're at this much, you need to trim that by 50% for
Okay.
screen time. I'm curious.
No, I would
you take
definitely
that?
get rid of it. No, here's what I would say. Don't give me that look. Here's what I would say. Am I going full fucking blind? Because if I'm going down the road of full blindness, then yes, I'm dropping everything and I'm like, this was too close for comfort.
Yeah.
If it's just like slowly going to be a little worse and worse, and then.
Right. But they're saying you can manage this and make it even almost
Will
better
it make
or
it better
limit
if I'm
it.
not on it?
It'll limit it. It'll stop it. It'll stop the degeneration of your eyesight.
So it'll
if
stop
you-
it, but it won't bring it back.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
Cut it by 50%. Your screen time.
I would do it for my site.
You are so lying right now. You have a problem. You need to go to Screen Time Anonymous.
I do. But you know what? Here's what I find myself doing. I listen to podcasts all day and I stream different things all day. So that counts. And then when I fall asleep at night, I like to have my headphones in. And you turned me on to this sleep, like humming.
Binaural beats. Yeah.
And so I have my headphones in and I fall asleep to that. So yeah, it's going to say I use my phone 26 out of the 24 hours in the day. That's why. So now we're out of time. Thank you guys, everybody, so much for listening.
How many hours are spent on social
I'm
media?
sorry, I'm gonna have to turn your mic off.
How many
Thank
hours
you
are
so
spent on
much
social
for
media?
listening. Thank you to my friends at Christiana Salon Spa. Thank you at my
Can
friends
you
at
hear
Wilbur's
me?
Total Beverage.
I'm
Wilbur's
still
Total
talking.
Beverage, stop talking. It's family owned and operated, locally owned and operated.
8
And let me
hours
tell
a day.
you can tell
On
the
Facebook.
difference when you go into, no one's going to want to listen to this because you're making it so bad. Are you
I think
good?
everyone's going to want to listen to us.
You're so weird. Anyway, they're local. They're out of Fort Collins. Like I said, family owned and operated, locally owned and operated. And for me, I have commitment issues. And so when it comes to finding something that I like, I swear I'm on like the party bus for a certain amount of time. And then I'm like, I don't like this anymore. Remember when I went on that 2-year kick of Malibu pineapple? Do you remember
And then you went on a
that?
2-year kick of Bloody Marys. And then you
I
went on a
went on a
2-year
two-year
kick of apple martinis.
Shirley's.
Yeah.
Or it was just a Shirley Temple with vodka. Shirley Temple with vodka. But no, I went on all these Hicks and I could do that at Wilbur's. And sometimes I wouldn't even know. I'd just be wandering the aisles up and down. And then I would be like, what? They make this? And you fill in the blank with really whatever you want. And you'll find it at Wilbur's Total Beverage. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks to the sponsors. And we will be back tomorrow.